I get a thought for the day, for today, because honestly, I just got back from dropping someone off at the airport. Oh, how about this one? Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimists invent the airplane, and the pessimist, the parachute. Pretty good. I like it. And here is our reading for the day. Fear, tool for transformation. Actually, I was talking to some of our friends at our spiritual center earlier today, and they were actually talking about the Science of Mind magazine this month. How they liked it because the whole thing is about fear, but it's not about fear in a negative sense. It's about using fear in a positive sense. So they were actually pretty gung-ho about this month's magazine as a whole. And of course, the daily readings always match the title for the magazine. So here we are. Today, our good writer, Reverend Kelly, says, fear, tool for transformation. Fear, tool for transformation. And the first quote is from Mary Ann, and I would pronounce it Rademacher, but I'm not quite sure how she pronounces it. Courage does not always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. Pretty good. And Ernest Holmes says that the spiritual practitioner starts with the assumption that God is and that human life is rooted in pure spirit. And that was Living Without Fear, which seems to be the book that we're basing most of our, or at least Ernest Holmes quotes on. And here is the body of the reading for today. Obstacles and scary experiences can powerfully transform us if we let them. In the busyness of life, we often try to rush past our fears or to avoid them altogether. Facing fears is painful and difficult, but evading them shortchanges our growth. Examining them can be formative and transformative, and the gift of time is essential. She says, we become people capable of living as our unafraid selves, but not by staying in the place that created our fears. A sacred liminal space exists between the person who feared, the one who acted in spite of it, and the person who is no longer afraid. And liminal is like a transformative period in between. Could be like between adolescence and adulthood, for instance. I often provide premarital counseling. This is Reverend Kelly, not me. I do perform marriage ceremonies, but I usually don't give much premarital counseling because people seem... Anyway, that's another story. In these sessions, I try to uncover fears that appear at some point. Does the couple feel safe being vulnerable with each other? How self-aware are they? And are they open to sharing their feelings with each other? These are good questions. I'm going to really think about this. How will they support each other if they have children, or if a family member crosses the boundaries that they've set? Do they see each other on a soul level? And is there also a glimpse of how they will help each other heal wounds, transform generational trauma, or step into their powerful, authentic selves? We can't enter our new world with the same mindset that created old fears. We create our future with the expectation of evolving into our true selves and expressing our fullest potential. Really can't add much to that. I mean, I could, but I don't think it's necessary to add much to it. I think the message is pretty clear that fear, when it's addressed properly, helps us grow and helps us become stronger individuals in all kinds of directions. And I think it's a good idea, actually, to give premarital counseling. Most of the marriages I was officiating were a done deal. Whatever I said, they were a done deal. And oftentimes, because of the way life is today, you often don't get much time to talk to the couple before the ceremony. But I admire how she actually goes out and does that. And I think it's a good idea. So, got to put that in my list of things to do. I choose to step into my fears, allowing the transformation to work its magic, intentionally changing fear to power. You could even say, I choose to intentionally change fear to power. I choose to intentionally change fear to power. That is going to be my affirmation from this affirmation. So please look forward to tomorrow. 2 things, Reverend Lisa at 9:15. Look forward to me at 5 p.m.-ish, depending on the mediation finishes. And also, just a quick thing here. I taught a World Religions class that turned out to be originally 8 weeks, 9 weeks long, and I still didn't finish everything. There's 4 things I want to cover, which is ancient Egypt, Jainism, the Tao, and Confucianism, and I'm going to do that on the 3rd and 4th Tuesdays of this month. So if you're interested in that, text me at 832-271-0717. I do believe 832-271-0717, and I believe that is actually in the blurb I put up there as well. So if you're interested in that, let me know. It'll be 3rd and 4th Tuesdays in the evening. Okay? And, oh yeah, if you've taken World Religions class already with me, there's no cost. If you've never taken it, it's cheap. It's $30 for 2 classes, which are, I think it's pretty good. Yeah. So anyway, until next time, namaste.